Um, listening to what you're saying about your own story.
Yes.
When I was 6 years in the monastery, it was cloistered, so there's no active ministry. We never left, no one came in.
Mm-hmm.
And we got up at 2:30 in the morning and chanted the Psalms. We lived in silence. We didn't talk to each other for 5 years, sign language. And I often wonder, an idea about solitude is like you're less and less able to explain to anybody, including yourself, what's happening to you because it's divine.
Of course.
And I often wonder, had I not been immersed in that, I don't know, you know what I'm trying to say? It really affected where my writing or teaching came from. It came out of that silence. Would you say that's true for you?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I loved, you said something that before when you talk about the point of entrance, right? Like there's a point of entrance of the divine, right? Yeah. And in music, lots of times, usually it's a note. It's a particular note, a particular chord that kind of opens that door and immediately connects. But more than often, it is when a silence happens. And I'm talking about a silence that is an eloquent silence. It's not just the silence of the absence of everything. It's a silence that actually sometimes is louder than the sound of a note. And it's a fantastic point of entrance. And usually, I mean, I said, for me, it happens usually, or at least as often as it happens when a note gets hit, and in a different way. And I feel silence. It's very important in music. I mean, it's what validates the notes that you play.
Yeah.
It gives validation to the notes. I don't know, for some reason, in the last 2 years and stuff, I became a fan of watching parkour videos. You know, parkour videos, these incredible things that people run and they jump and it's funny because and I associated that with some of that with silence, because sometimes, when they have to jump, let's say from one building to another building, they actually do trials. They go boom, they run up to the point of where they're going to jump, and they kind of measure that jump. They kind of measure and they decide how they're going to do it, where they're going to step, right? And where they're going to land. And that is exactly the note that you choose to jump to that silence. And the note in which you're going to land, and you're not going to crash. You're going to land and you're going to continue. And that moment, when sort of time stands still, really, you lose totally the sense of time. That's something that I treasure in silence.